Hello, YouTubers. I have a special guest with me today. My buddy Josh brought some of his knives to get a look on the camera, and very happy to provide you a little bit of clarity on maybe some new knives that you haven't seen on the channel, and some old ones and new variations that you have. So without further ado, Josh brought me today Hinderer XM18. I don't know if you guys go way back to the archives, you'll see my review on my XM18 3.5-inch skinny slicer and how fond I was of that knife. This is the Gen 6 tri-way version, flipper tab, frame lock, like everybody knows and loves. Josh, for some reason, likes the tip down carry position, which I don't know, I think is a vagina for doing that, but hey, whatever the hell works for him is fine. This is the US made version of the M390 steel. I think he got this from DLT. It is the working blade finish, and it is a fantastic knife. Look at, everybody says, why do you get the working finish? There's scratches on that knife. Josh uses this knife. He says it could come a little sharper from the factory, but, when you compare that to the full flat grind of the S30V PM2, and the turn that's got a little bit more of a thinner behind the edge, you could see why he thinks this edge is not as razor sharp as maybe a different knife with a different purpose would have, So maybe I'll send this off to one of my buddies and get it, thinned out a little bit, maybe give him a little bit thinner of an edge, and see if that changes his perspective on it, or does he then complain about the fact that his knife goes dull more because we put a thinner edge on it so that it could shave arm hairs but isn't sharp for more than 20 minutes. It's kind of the difference between some of these knives, and I love the PM2. Everybody knows it. That's my staple. And you can get that thing arm hair shaven sharp, but, you break down 50, 20, 100 boxes, and the S30V steel will definitely tell you that you have been working with it. And that is different than my PM2 here in Maximet, which does have the ability to get a very sharp edge. But I'll tell you, I don't know if this is a Spyderco second problem or a problem with the Maximet, but I've got some chipping on the edge there, and I'm not fond of that one freaking bit. There, now you can see it. And I broke down some boxes. I didn't hit a staple, and I'm kind of pissed because, what still reigns supreme to me with regards to steel and quality is this K390 Police 4 that I'm using. And it's just so funny how a different variation of blade steel in the same profile can have a totally different representation of what the knife is to the use at that time. I'm going to go next to the S30V Spyderco Golden Colorado, and it is sweet. Josh being Josh says, hey, how do I make this thing as smooth as yours? And I said, hey, give me it. Put a little bit of KPL, adjusted the pivot screw, and now, I still can't fucking spider flick word shit. Not even on camera. It's okay. But look at, it's everybody like a compression lock for, because you can do this with it, and it is fantastic. This is so satisfying, and I love it. But the next knife that Josh brought, he actually sent me a text message, said, yo, I think I'm going to buy this knife. I said, fuck you. Why would you buy that knife? And he told me, it's a Viper made knife, and I said, oh, you know what? I actually have a Viper knife. It's been on the channel before, and I'm kind of fond of it. So I said, if you want a Viper knife, give it a shot. And here is my Vox Katla by Viper. Vox is the name of the maker, and I love it. It is fantastic with the Tanto style blade. It's not as aggressive, and it is the same grind. Just to give you a little bit of the comparison, here is the Turn Viper, which has a 3.25-inch blade in M390 steel. Variation is the Katla is a flipper with a liner lock mechanism and micorda, and the Turn is M390 with a lock back. Makes it very, very strong. And man, fucking A, it got me. This fucking thing is short. I'm fucking bleeding. Are you kidding me? Fuck, you did tell me. come over my house and I cut myself. Fuck, where's the damn rubbing alcohol? Yeah, this is 2 fucking videos in a row where I'm fucking bleeding on camera. I don't believe this shit. But,
Which finger did you get, Joe?
I got my pointer finger. What'd you
Right
get? Pointer finger?
Same fucking spot.
So how the hell is a lock bar gonna fucking drop that fast that I'm gonna fucking cut myself? This is bullshit. Are you kidding me, Josh? You fucking warned me too, so I can't even complain. You did. And you know what? That blade isn't even that heavy. What the hell? I've never had a blade to say I need to tighten the pivot fucking screw so that it could not get me like this just got me. Holy cow. Ah, you know what? Such is life. Now I get to sit here with a little bit of a fucking pad on there. I gotta get a band-aid. Freaking A, bleeding all over the place. Some of the other knives I couldn't just show you. You know, Josh is a fixed blade guy. He brought in a couple of Beckers. Right now, one of my favorites is my Azula 2. This is made by Essie. And I tried getting that polish off, or that coating off, but it is tougher than nails. Josh said he's got some Jesco that he is going to strip for me. And hopefully turn it out to be somewhere close to his Becker. Josh, what Becker is this? The BK what? 5? Come on. You suck.
Flip it over.
Flip it over?
Right there.
This is the BK16. So I have a BK2, which is basically bomb-proof. I mean, if you ever needed a knife to go through an apocalypse, the BK2 is certainly your knife to do that, just based on the sheer thickness of the blade stock. But it is not a slicer. If you compare that, and I know I don't have one for you ready, you know, I just got my office set up, and it is nowhere to be found. But this is a very nice carry knife that I think that I would utilize if I was going to do some bushcrafting. Josh was able to pick up a nice little sheath for it, and comfortable. You put it in the back of your, I'm still fucking bleeding. Oh man, so funny. But a very nice knife. It's a Becker, K-bar, US made, and typical tool steel. What's the tool steel? 1095 tool steel with the coating on it. Yeah. And real quality knife. And then you got the big boy that goes with it. And this is the BK7. So this is basically a similar blade stock to the BK2, only in a larger knife profile. And Josh, what's the specs on this? Is that really 7 inches?
I think it's 7 1/4.
7 1/4. Almost looks like a Bowie style edge. And you could baton with it. You could chop. You could basically use it as a machete if you so needed to. I mean, hopefully you don't, but at least you want to know that you have a good blade stock to not have to worry about, is it going to survive in the type of use that you got. Is it the best EDC carry? Very well might be with this coating on there. After Josh stripped his BK16, I don't know if that's the best. You know, certainly get the patina, certainly not rust proof, but yeah, you pick and choose what you want to be your knife. When you select the steel, you select the blades type, you select the handles. Both this knife, all right, Josh, did you change those handles?
Yeah, that's got the.
Yep, it's got the micarta, and this one as well. Where'd you go? eBay for these?
Yeah.
Yeah,
eBay,
I've seen them on eBay or Amazon.
Amazon's got
They're
them.
like $30, $35, very
Yeah,
reasonable. And
on the 7,
you
I
could
got
dye
them.
them if you want. You could use the RIT. You know, you could go with a different coloration. You know, make it your own. And that's what's really nice about what's available on the market today. You know, even if you took a knife that you spent $70, $80 on, like the BK7, if you so choose, you could make it your own. You know, you don't want regular black grips that they normally come with. You know, you pick up a set of micarta, you pick up a set of G10. Shit, probably VZ makes a VZ style G10 grip that's custom for some of these. You know I've got them on my 1911. They used to make them for the ZTs. I'm sure that they still do. But really, is a very cool thing that is capable of doing. And, it's funny because we had the Hinderer on here. We're talking about customization. If those of you don't know, Hinderer's got a really great representation of allowing you to customize your own blade. Not only do they make different scales, they make different pivots, they make different standoffs, screws, filler tabs. I mean, shit, if you saw what the filler tab was going for 2021 with the pandemic, or 2020, I mean, it was unbelievable. $400 knife plus a flipper tab, or a filler tab, was, $700 some people were getting for them, which is hysterical. But, if that's your jam, that's your jam. I mean, I was laughing. Josh was saying, "Oh, why is the detent so strong?" It's so strong because we ride the lock bar, and that's why we love liner locks at this channel. And not hating on frame locks. Everybody loves the frame locks. The frame locks are the stronger lock variation of the two. But, I will tell you, I really do enjoy the compression lock, and I really do enjoy the frame lock over the variation of, the liner lock and the compression lock over the frame lock. But, that's personal preference. That's why we get different knives on here. And just give you a little bit of variance between the BK16, which is about a 4-inch blade. And, if we're going to talk about 4-inch blades, it'd just be funny to see what does a folder look like that's made for slicing versus a bushcrafter style with the blade stock. Definitely not a flat grind, definitely not thin behind the edge. But like I said when I started this review or this video, every knife's got a different task. Every knife is made for a different purpose. And comparing one knife that doesn't do one specific job that it's not made to do versus another one is definitely not the right approach in comparing knives. So I will tell you, this will be the last time that I have the Viper turn on here. Not for any other reason than it is fucking sharp. And I don't feel like cutting myself again. While we were talking, I put the Band-Aid on. I'm going to get a screwdriver, and I'm going to tighten this thing because, damn, man. Who the fuck cuts themselves 2 times in a row on a fucking video? But, Josh, thanks for coming. I'm going to have a glass of Jefferson Ocean. You could really taste the salt. They take the barrels, and they sail them out to sea. And they let the whiskey mature inside the barrels, and they say that you could taste the ocean being the salt. And I will tell you, I do feel like I just ate some pretzels after drinking that. So it's interesting. It's not too bad. It's a very nice tasting whiskey, and I would recommend it. And being that Josh is here, I think we are going to step over into the Blanton's Gold and see how that compares to the Jefferson Ocean. You got a $75 bottle in the Jefferson Ocean versus the $215 bottle of Blanton's. And, we got friends that stop over. They bring their knives. Got to reward them with a little whiskey. So I appreciate everybody staying. I'm definitely over that 5-minute limit, but I like to ramble. So thanks for everybody for stopping by. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so I know the next thing that we want to talk about. I know one of my commenters did mention that I should do a, what do I prefer carrying? I have been carrying my Koenig Areas DLC, and I have been carrying my Brown LHC XV1 and Cortex, so maybe I'll do a video to see which knife I would rather have in my pocket for a specific use out of those 3 knives, and maybe that'll be the next video coming up. So thank you again, have a lovely day, and talk to you next time.